It's the weirdest thing. I feel like I've been in a coma for about 20 years, and I'm just now waking up.
From his beginnings in film to his much larger and prominent roles on the big screen, Kevin Spacey has proven to be a multifaceted actor. Thanks to his portrayals of many different characters in movies of all genres, he has never stopped surprising audiences. He's won Tony, BAFTA, and Golden Globe Awards and is a two-time Academy Award winner. Spacey has demonstrated his talent not only with unforgettable performances but also by his participation behind the scenes as a producer, scriptwriter, and director. Although it was very difficult to choose only 10 movies, we're bringing you a list of the movies that we consider to be the best of his career. How much do you know about movies? Let's test your knowledge with a quick trivia question. Spacey's performances in 2 successful films gave him recognition at the American Film Institute. Which movies are we talking about? Seven and the Usual Suspects, or American Beauty and Superman Returns, or LA Confidential and Swimming with Sharks? If you want to know the answer, stay with us, subscribe to our channel, and ring that bell. Let's get started. Number 10, Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. Although the film didn't achieve the success it was expected to, there is no doubt that Jim Williams, played by Kevin Spacey, is one of the most colorful and interesting personalities created by Clint Eastwood. This movie not only highlighted Spacey but also newer actors like Jude Law. Number 9, Swimming with Sharks. Known for being a satire to office bullying, Swimming with Sharks stars Kevin Spacey as the despotic, cocky leader and aggressor of his team. The role fits him perfectly as he mixes satirical humor and cruelty while managing to deepen the character. He's actually remembered as one of the worst movie bosses thanks to this film. Number 8, The Negotiator. Starring 2 top-tier actors, The Negotiator finds success in the balance between the action scenes and the dialogues between Kevin Spacey and his partner, Samuel L. Jackson. It features an environment full of unforgettable scenes and chemistry among the actors, making it an unforgettable film. Number 7, Baby Driver. Already known today as one of Kevin Spacey's best movies, Baby Driver introduces us to Doc, a criminal genius who leads a team of expert criminals to commit robberies throughout Atlanta. Irreverent, cunning, and dominant, Spacey once again shines as a despicable and self-centered leader. Number 6, Beyond the Sea. Even if, without a doubt, there are more insightful biopics, Beyond the Sea was an incredibly personal project for Kevin Spacey. In this, he not only shows us once again his ability as an actor, but his directing abilities. For his performance, Spacey received his 4th Golden Globe nomination, this time for Best Actor in a Musical or Comedy. Number 5, Glengarry Glen Cross.
Now, will you go to lunch? Go to lunch. Will you go to lunch?
Kevin Spacey stars alongside Al Pacino, Alec Baldwin, Ed Harris, Alan Arkin, and Jack Lemmon in this acclaimed dramatic film about a group of desperate real estate agents who are trying to achieve success at any price. His character, the cruel John Williamson, is so unpleasant that he makes the malicious and deceptive men working under him look nice. Driven by a captivating and intelligent script, solid performances, and sharp fidelity to the original material, Glengarry Glen Cross is a compelling production that offers a powerful look at survival in the business world. Number 4, LA Confidential. LA Confidential is not only an excellent police thriller, but an intelligent tribute to the American noir film that stands out for its detailed production design, excellent performances, and complex plot. In this film, which was nominated for 9 Oscar awards such as Best Picture, Spacey joins an all-star cast, where 3 LAPD cops must solve a series of murders using their own radical methods of justice. Number 3, Seven.
It didn't work out. So, I took a souvenir. Her pretty head.
Who didn't shudder at the end of this movie? Playing a cruel and spooky serial killer, Kevin Spacey manages to catch the attention of everyone who sees it. He's impactful from the first scene in this disturbing police thriller. His twisted and arrogant personality never lets us know what he's thinking until the end, and that makes this film one of the most successful suspense thrillers of the decade. Number 2, The Usual Suspects. Remembered for having one of the most surprising endings in film history, The Usual Suspects has an impressive cast that includes Kevin Spacey, who plays a complex character that manages to show a suspicious side but at the same time appear naive, while on the inside there's a lot more going on. Winning an Oscar award for Best Actor, The Usual Suspects was one of the biggest critical hits of the year and has enjoyed growing popularity as one of the most remembered thrillers of the 90s. Do you want to know?
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist.
Do you want to know the answer to our trivia? Let's take a look before we get to the number 1 on our list. Spacey's performances in 2 successful films gave him recognition at the American Film Institute. Which movies are we talking about? Seven and the Usual Suspects, American Beauty and Superman Returns, or LA Confidential and Swimming with Sharks? The answer is Seven and the Usual Suspects. His portrayals of Verbal Kint and John Doe from Usual Suspects and Seven, respectively, were recognized on the American Film Institute's list of villains in their 100-year compilation of the big screen's best heroes and villains. Let's get back to our countdown. The number one Kevin Spacey film is American Beauty. Telling one of the best stories in film about a midlife crisis, Kevin Spacey manages to give life to a man who hates his work, is deceived by his wife, and is in love with the best friend of his teenage daughter. Transforming his character little by little, Spacey, through this creative satire of contemporary life in the suburbs of the US, lets us see how he is taking the reins of his life. This dramatic comedy became one of the favorite films of the year with both critics and audiences, winning 5 Oscars and 3 Golden Globes, including the Best Actor award. We're almost done, but before we go, let's take a look at some more highlights from Kevin Spacey's career.
You know, you and my wife have a lot in common. You both think you have some right to life working out the way you want it to, and if it doesn't, you get to act any way you want. Problem with that is someone still has to be responsible.
Oh. And I have to finish my report, but I seem to have misplaced my pencil.
Why would you start production without at least a guarantee of 35% down to cover manufacturing costs? I mean, why would you do that?
Let's go. Wake up! Go!
That's all for our Top 10 Countdown. We hope you liked it. Don't forget to comment below, subscribe to our channel, and leave us a like. We publish videos several times a week, so ring that bell to be notified when we post new content.